In Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans, I'm presenting certain common arguments that we receive regularly from non-vegans when they are presented with the idea that there can be life without exploiting, abusing, or harming other sentient beings. And I normally pick a random argument from this book that I've written. It's available free of cost on earthhealingnetwork.com. And I'll begin by just taking a card reading. This is a new card deck that I'm experimenting with. The Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. I don't use crystals anymore, so I'm using only cards. The reason I don't use crystals is that when we dig into earth, when we mine for precious metals or stones, we are somewhere exploiting the planet, and it might cause deaths to certain animals due to deforestation and loss of habitat. So I'm only having the crystals that I had from long ago, like these rings, but I'm no longer dealing or trading in them. So what I do is that I take a random card now. I'm just reading the message from it. The smoky quartz crystal has come. This is one for removing and clearing our aura, our energy field, removing negativity. And negative energy is sort of stored in packets. And it's present in our body. That's why we feel pain. We feel hurt in our heart. We feel trauma. We feel depression, we feel stress, we feel tiredness, we can't sleep at times. This is all because of negative energy stored in the cells of our body, stored in our, what you call, energy field around us. We feel a heaviness on our head, or we feel breathing problems or difficulties, feel backaches. It's as if negative energies are attached to various parts of our body, which we call the aura around us also. And the aura is not just around us, it's also in and outwards, everywhere. So if we have negative energy and stress, and if we feel energy draining or harming us, this is one of the crystals that is supposed to have a property that it can absorb that negative energy out. So take some moments, feel the vibrations of the stone, deeply healing you, taking all the negative energy out of the top of your head, your brain, your face. Give yourself a moment of this meditation, because it will work even in its vibratory form, even in its symbolic form. You don't need the whole stone for it. Removing the unwanted energies from your throat, clearing your throat, your heart, your shoulders, your chest area, your back area, your stomach, your hips, your legs, your knees. And let the unwanted energies all drain out from your legs, from your calf muscles, your heels, from your feet till the tips of your toes, and out through the bottom of your feet, into the earth, down, deep down, far away from you, where it will be transformed into something more positive, more useful for the planet and for everyone. Take a moment to relax and feel the power of this amazing meditation before I take out one of the arguments for the day. And I hope you're feeling much better now. Well, this is another silly argument. I had received one of these arguments once. Some creatures don't feel any pain. For example, oysters. You can kill oysters, you can eat oysters, don't you? Think that it's all right to eat certain animals like fish and oysters. They don't really feel much. So that's why I'm not vegan. So they eat everything. Beef, goats, lamb, animals of all kinds, birds. It's not like they're only eating oysters, okay? But they give this argument. It's very interesting. That's how the wicked or cunning mind works. It always tries to point flaws and, you're vegan, so let me prove you wrong. You are hurting, harming someone. Or, well, I'm not actually hurting, harming someone. I'm non-vegan. Look, they feel nothing. They don't feel pain. It's a complete myth, first of all, that oysters don't feel pain. And that's one reason why I've stopped wearing pearls. Pearls are supposed to be one of the positive stones or crystals in which you're supposed to get the energy of the moon through intuition and calmness. It might make you feel calm and all that, but does it make the oyster feel calm? No, it's produced by irritating the oyster. It's normally a process that's very painful to that oyster. And therefore, we don't use pearls as vegans or anything that comes from any animal or any exploitation whatsoever. Whether it be honey, silk, wool, of course, animal products which are food products like dairy or meat, leather, fur, eggs. We don't have any of that, or we don't visit or employ animals to work for us or to be in zoo to provide us enjoyment or to make money out of. So this myth that these creatures from the sea don't feel pain is a myth. Even UK government has had a bill called Animal Sentience Bill in which marine creatures have been included for the first time. The world is waking up really late. Obviously, they feel pain. If they wouldn't feel pain, why would they secrete a pearl out, slowly over a period of time? They are suffering, they are being annoyed, they are in agony, and that's why it's being secreted and turned into pearls. Not only that, oysters have an entire heart system as well. So they have tiny hearts, you can see them. And it's not nice to just kill them, open them, and consume what's inside them in the form of a pearl, or to consume the flesh of the oyster and eat it. It's disgusting even. It's just mucus, and you don't want to eat that, It's not something that's meant for us. It's not something that's truly delicious either. It's all a myth. People have caviar, they have fish. Caviar is just the eggs of the fish, and the fish is brutally tortured and the eggs removed. It's just horrible, and it's one of the most highly marketed products as something premium. Even in Hannibal, the film in which Hannibal Lecter, and a cannibal, is shown consuming it, is quite apt, because when you're consuming these animal products, you are no different than a serial killer, than an animal abuser, than a psychopath, and a narcissist, sadist being who tortures others. So let's understand and let's make it clear to everybody that just because you have certain myths that some animals don't feel pain, or maybe they're killed really fast, like Hannibal used to kill his victims and eat them, as Jeffrey Dahmer used to kill and eat victims, who was a real serial killer who used to kill and eat victims. You don't want to be one of them, because all of these animals are victims, and it's high time that we stopped these atrocities completely. And I hope you fully agree with me. It's very interesting that I chose the crystal oracle today, and the message came of oysters and pearls. Isn't it amazing? I just love the way tarot cards and oracles just give us a reflection of what's supposed to happen in the future. And the next argument that I picked up was regarding that. So I hope that makes you think a little about how interconnected we all are in this telepathic reality of this universe, how all of us are connected in not just mind but heart, and to send love, compassion, and healing and positive energy to each other as humans, to all the other animals, to the planet. And with that prayer that we all understand and be kind to each other.